Welcome back, children. So now we'll discuss the problem from exercise 8.1 beta. Exercise 8.1. Your first problem. So already we discussed yesterday about the similar triangles and their properties. Okay. So first given diagram is Q, R, P and S, T. Yeah, the given information is in PQR triangle ST is aligned such that, first problem, given that PS by SQ is equals to PT by TR and angle PST is equals to angle PRQ. Yeah. So already in the diagram we marked the angles. So these two angles are equal and the ratio of the two sides are equal. Okay. Now we'll start. Okay. So now we know that. So what we know here? We know that from the information that is PS by SQ is equals to PT by TR. Yeah. Yesterday we discussed two things. One is a basic proportionality theorem, that is Thales theorem, and a converse of Thales theorem, that means the reverse of the Thales theorem. In the Thales theorem, I said the ratios of the sides will be in the same proportion. Am I right? But when these two lines are parallel, okay. But converse theorem is if the ratios are in the same ratio, then the lines are parallel. Okay, simple I mentioned. If you have a doubt, go with the converse theorem of a Thales. Okay, right. Then what will you understand from that? Then we can decide ST line is parallel to QR. Okay, if these two lines are parallel, then we can decide it is a transversal. Correct? Yes? Right? Right. It is a transversal. Then I'll write angle PST is equals to angle PQR. Yes? It is my equation 2 and already it's equation 1. PST is equals to PQR. Yes, right. Now, what is our required to prove? RT required to prove, we have to show PQR triangle is an isosceles triangle. That means in PQR, any two sides are equal, we have to show, right? Look at from 1 and 2. What did you observe from 1 and 2? PST. So that these two angles equal, we can write. So angle, therefore, from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, we can write angle PRQ is equals to angle PQR. Just look at it. PRQ and PQR. So this angle also equal. Okay. So from above I can write PRQ. PRQ opposite side is PQ side. PQ is equals to, and PQR opposite side is PR. Why? Because sides which opposite to equal angles are equal. So from above, what did you understand? These two angles are equal. We concluded from PQR triangle, so that these are the sides which are opposite to the equal angles, so that the sides are equal. So simple, in PQR triangle, PQ is equals to PR. That means in a triangle in three sides, two sides are equal. So then triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle. Okay, got it idea? Right. And go with the second question. Second question diagram, I'll draw the board. Yes. The second question. B, C, D, L, M, M. Okay. So given information, given that second question beta, given that LM parallel to CB and LN parallel to CD. That means arrow mark 1, arrow mark 1, arrow marks 2, 2 arrow marks, 2 arrow marks. That means these two sides are parallel and these two sides are parallel. Okay. Now basic proportionality theorem. Okay. So already in a triangle we got it. Just for idea, beta. A, B, C, D, E. Now what happened? When DE parallel to BC, now the ratios will be same. Correct? The side, the ratio of the side will be same. So AD by DB is equals to, we'll write AE by EC. That means we are basing on the points which are on the side that we are writing as a ratio. Okay, based on sides, based on points we are writing. Okay, so as from basic proportionality theorem, just I'll divide into two parts. Okay, for using. Just imagine it's a triangle 1, it's a triangle 2. Okay, now in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, he said already LM parallel to CB. He said already these two lines are parallel. I'm right. So that I can write AM by MB is equals to AL by LC. Look at AM by MB is equals to AL by LC. Theorem same. Basic proportionality theorem. Basic proportionality theorem. Okay. Right. So what I am going to do now, I will make the fraction reverse. Now I will write the fraction as reverse. Okay. Just write down denominator as numerator. MB by AM is equals to LC by AL. Just add one both sides. Okay. Now MB by AM plus 1 is equals to LC by AL plus 1. What will happen is we'll write AM total. Okay. Now MB as it is plus AM ones are AM. Next here AL is denominator, no? AL LC plus AL. Okay. So go back to diagram. MB plus AM. MB and AM both are we are adding. So simple we'll get AB by AM. AB by AM is equals to AL plus LC. So we'll write AC by AL. So what have we done? In the starting we make the fractions reverse, no? So again make them normal. Again if you make them normal, what will happen? AM by AB will write, that is equal to AL by AC will write. Okay, AM by AB is equals to AL by AC. It's our equation 1. So it is our information about only the first triangle, correct? Come back to the second type triangle. Look at these two are parallel now. So same in triangle, what is the name? ADC. In triangle ADC, LN parallel to CD. Then what will you write? AN by ND. Look at AN first part, second part is equals to AL by LC. AL by LC. Same. Make them reverse. ND by AN, that is equal to LC by AL. Correct? Add one both sides. We done the same. Correct? Add one both sides. Then ND by AN plus 1 is equals to LC by AL plus 1. And now AN is denominator, I am right. Here AL is the denominator, right? And now ND plus AN. Here LC plus AL. ND plus AN. ND plus AN. If you add total, so we'll write the AD by AN, that is equals to, we'll write LC and AL, LC AL, okay. We'll write AC by AL. But if you make reverse, the fraction reverse, we'll write AN by AD is equals to AL by AC. This is our equation 2. Now compare 1 and 2. Look at AL by AC, AL by AC. So therefore, from 1 and 2, what will write? We'll write AM by AB, that is equals to AN by AD. So it's our required to show. It is our required to prove. Okay. So that is our proofs. Okay. Third question. Just look at the question careful and try to understand it. Okay. Third question. Just to follow the diagram in third question. Question number 3. In the given figure, DE parallel to AC and DF parallel to AE. Then prove that DF by FE is equals to DE by EC. Okay. The required to show DF by FE and DE by EC. Yeah, right. The diagram. B, C, A, and here there is a pointer. Right. Given information is given that DE parallel to AC, comma, DF parallel to AE. This will mark. Okay, DF parallel to AE. Okay, DE parallel to AC. Okay, this one. 3 arrow marks and 3 arrow marks. Right. So what we'll do now? Simple, we'll mark it. What Thales theorem tells us? A line drawn parallel. A line drawn parallel to a side of a triangle, then it divides rest of the two sides in the same ratio. Actually, that is the basic proportional theorem as per my knowledge. Okay. Now look at. So just look at only one pair of parallel lines first. Okay, these two. So up to here, ABE is a triangle. Am I right? ABE is a triangle. So in triangle ABE, so I'll write that DF parallel to AC. Correct? DF parallel to AC. So I'm talking about DF. So here the point is D, here the point is F. So I'll write it. I'll write it that. So I'll write AD by DB is equals to AD by DB is equals to just 1 minute. Yeah, look at it. So as from shown, look at FE. FE is the second part we should take. So from 1 and 2, if you observe both 1 and 2, both LHS parts are equal. So that from 1 and 2, so we'll write BF by FE is equals to BE by EC, and that is our required to prove. Okay, right. Then fourth question. Yeah, the fourth question is prove that a line drawn through midpoints of one side of a triangle and parallel to another side and bisects the third side. Prove that a line drawn. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, prove that a line drawn the midpoint of one side of a triangle, a parallel to another side and bisects the third side. Simple is asking to use the basic proportionality theorem. So I am drawing a triangle here. Yeah. So in the given question, fourth one beta, in triangle ABC, yeah, is given that DE parallel to BC and one more, D is a midpoint. Okay, midpoint on AB. So what we'll write from that? If that is midpoint, so definitely we'll write AD is equals to DB, because the point divides the entire side into two equal parts, right? Next, RTP required to prove. We have to show EC is equals to. We have to show AE is equals to EC. That means the parallel line has divided the AC also into two equal parts. That means we have to show E also a midpoint. Okay, right. So from basic proportionality theorem, yeah, from basic proportionality theorem, what will write? So here DE parallel to BC in triangle ABC, correct? So as from that we'll write AD by DB is equals to AE by EC. Okay, just to exchange it, just write LHS part as RHS, RHS as LHS. Then we'll write AE by EC is equals to AD by DB. Okay, just imagine, for example, if I say AD part is 2, DB part also 2. So if I write 2 by 2, if you get cancellation, it is also 1. Correct? And look at the ratio. AD by DB. Correct? In the next step, if you want to write AD and DB also equal to ADM, right? AD. So if you get cancelled, answer is 1. So when D has divided as a midpoint, the ratio of the side is equal to 1. So we'll write AE by EC is equals to, the value is 1. So here EC dividing, when it goes, multiplies. So AE is equals to 1 into EC. Then AE is equal to, we'll write EC. So that is the thing we have to show. Am I right? Correct? Correct. Yeah, now fifth question beta. Now fifth question about, yeah. So fifth question about ABC is a triangle. He said D and E are both are midpoints. Join them. Yes. In triangle ABC, D comma E are midpoints on AB comma AC respectively. Okay. So what has to prove? Required to prove, we have to show DE parallel to BC. Correct? Before that, first thing, D is a midpoint midpoint on AB. So we'll write AD is equals to DB. Correct? Next, E also midpoint on AC. Then we'll write AE is equals to EC. Correct? And this is the thing we have to show. Right. Here what I am writing. D is a midpoint. Correct? Next, what I have written there? I have written there AD is equals to DB. Yes. Next, if you bring the DB by DB here, nothing now. Yes, when it comes, it will divides. Okay. So AD by DB. Then here nothing. Correct. So we'll represent with a 1. Look at it, represent the ratio form, right? 1. Next, E is also a midpoint. E is also a midpoint. Right. Then what I'll write? I'll write AE is equals to EC. Right. Next, AE by EC if I take, there also we get ratio as a 1. If we observe from 1 and 2, both RHS parts are same. So I'll write AD by DB is equals to AE by EC. Okay. So it is actually basic proportionality theorem, correct? But for a converse of basic proportionality theorem, what it tells? When the ratios of the sides will be same, then the line is a parallel. Has shortcut I'm writing. Okay. So simple. From this, then we'll write from this diagram, the midpoints joined line is DE. It's a parallel to the base, that is BC. So we'll write DE parallel to BC. Correct? Because we joined the midpoints of two sides. Already we covered the two sides of the triangle. So whatever line you made it, the line is parallel to the third side, which is not included till now. Okay. So that is the things. And these are the points. I hope you understand. The coming problems we'll see in the coming classes. Thank you. Have a nice day.